Okay. Okay. What, we're back here? Yeah. Okay, Viconia, where are you? I'm sure she's just behind me. There she is. Okay. Let's go back to the camp. Okay.
Dragonborn.
Yeah, we're back.
You really are something, you know. If you were anyone else...
Yeah.
Hey, don't talk to me, okay? Were you and that bitch together?
No.
Yeah, but it looked pretty fucking cozy from where I was standing.
She bit me.
I'll give you mesmerized. This isn't over.
Okay. Okay. What was that?
Dragonborn, you don't look too good.
Yeah, I got the sanguine vampirus.
Like fucked. Ship's already left for Dawnstar. He's going to drop Sorella off in Falkreath and try to join us later over the Pale Pass.
Okay, what's the next move?
There's something else. You have a visitor.
Another one. Okay. Well, I got rid of that. Oh, it's, yeah. Okay. Martin Blackwell.
I have no choice. I am, as they say, caught between a rock and a hard place. The Emperor needs me now more than ever, now that Morag Ball has been destroyed. That I can be sure of, as you're both sitting here with me right now.
He's not my emperor.
Oh, but he is the Emperor, Countess. And as long as there is breath in his lungs, I am sworn to protect him. And protect him I shall.
Please, Rigmor will do just fine.
I have a proposition. Please hear me out. Firstly, the demise of Morag changes things. The Emperor is in a very vulnerable position, not only in danger from your army, but also Leowyn. I want to strike a peace deal, or come to some understanding that allows the Emperor to remain on the seat of Sundered Kings.
What do you mean he's in danger from Leowyn?
It's very unlikely you will defeat him. He now has the ear of Cheydinhal and Coral. Even Count Bravel is set to send troops to join his alliance against you. But I fear in defeating you, he will descend upon the palace and take it all. If that were to happen, the Emperor and myself, I am sure, would come to a grisly end.
Cheydinhal and Coral? Oh.
Yes, Morag's original plan was to incorporate Bruma into their counties to balance the power against Leowyn. Morag's desire was to protect her own interests by protecting Cetheus. She feared Leowyn's growing strength. Robert's plan to marry you was a brilliant masterstroke to thwart the plot, as Bruma coming over to the Leowyn camp would have silenced them for good. Now, they seek a deal with Leowyn to destroy you, and their payment for backing him is Bruma, and the shared rights to rebuild Kvatch.
Like a northern powerhouse.
You could put it that way. Bravel is very reluctant and the weakest link. Coral will only commit if he thinks there's a chance to defeat your army. Cheydinhal has already joined Leowyn, and has joined the siege of Bruma. Already your garrison has been forced back inside the walls. It's only a matter of time, Rigmor.
So what's your proposition?
Marry Robert de Medallius.
No way! After everything he's said and done?
Allow Leowyn the power he desires without a fight. He will go along with the peace deal, I know it. It frees Robert, forces Coral and Cheydinhal back into their own counties. He will no longer be coerced into a deal with them that weakens his power. And his army will remain intact. With Bruma and Leowyn in an alliance, he will make his play for the Imperial throne. Rigmor, whatever has gone before will be forgotten. This is how the noble houses have existed for centuries. Bravel will breathe a sigh of relief. Coral and Cheydinhal will reluctantly toe the line. The removal of Leowyn will only help to reconciliate them, especially if they are indeed given the rights to Kvatch as a small gesture of the Emperor's generosity. Quintus will be pardoned and peace once again restored to Cyrodiil and the Empire.
I don't know. I would have to speak with the Dragonborn.
Of course.
I'll talk to Blackwall first. Then what, Blackwall? What if this all goes to plan?
I will then be in a position to deal with the Leowyns. Rigmor retains Bruma, and you, Dragonborn, will become the new Count of Leowyn. You have my word.
Won't Rigmor be in danger?
Only after the wedding, not before. You will be there with her to protect and serve her.
There's no other way?
How so?
Oh. We could defeat Leowyn in battle.
It would be a roll of the dice, and the odds are stacked against you.
Would you stand in the way of the gods' prophecy?
As you know, my loyalty is to the seat of the Empire, and I will defend it at all costs. And whatever the outcome, take my chances. To inherit it, you must be willing to cleave your way to the throne in blood.
Stop it! Both of you. I do desire peace over this. No, Dragonborn, I never asked for any of this. I've never had a life. If I could stop it, this madness, I would. Screw the gods. Screw the prophecy.
I'll get back to you.
Of course. I want the Leowyns out of the picture for good. Cepheus, for all his failings, isn't a bad emperor. He has brought stability to the Empire and prosperity. All the other nobles will fall into line once he's gone. The Emperor's future secure. I like that girl, Dragonborn. She is the Countess of Bruma by royal decree, by Titus Mede II himself. I give you my word, no harm shall befall her, and she can at least hope to live a normal life again. No more fighting. She won't even have to marry that scoundrel. Of that you can be sure. Send a messenger, and I know we'll have a deal. Ride into the valley and you'll force my hand against you.
Okay. Okay. If we fight and win, what then?
Then Rigmor will become Empress.
Does she have a choice?
No, it has to be her. She is a true pretender by dynastic blood. The nobles would demand it.
You'll know our decision soon enough.
Then I bid you farewell.
What did he say, Guardian General? Does he want us to surrender?
Wait for me inside. I need to speak to Rigmor. Then we can discuss the options.
Of course. Come calcumeus, Sethri.
Okay. Now I can talk to Rigmor.
Sorry to disappoint. What now? This has just got a lot more messy and confusing. I wish he hadn't come. It was far simpler to go kill everyone and be done with it.
With you becoming Empress?
Yeah, right.
That's how it ends. Blackwell's offered you a way out.
Oh, Dragonborn. But isn't it already written?
Not if you don't want it to be.
Do you trust him?
I do.
What about Bobby? I don't know if I can ever look at him again.
You won't have to.
I don't know. We've come this far, haven't we? You decide. Whatever you think is best.
Come, let's discuss it with the others.
You go. I'll go along with whatever you decide.
Nah, you gotta come.
Please, I'm so tired. I just don't care anymore. Dragonborn, please.
Alright, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Dragonborn, wait.
Yeah?
What I said, the way you looked at her. Did you sleep with her?
Of course not.
I wouldn't have blamed you if you did. She was beautiful.
It's an illusion. She's a demon.
But
Don't worry about it.
okay, I won't mention it again. Come get me when you're ready.
Okay.
Is Rigmor okay?
Yeah, she's getting some rest.
Untold pleasures await you. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to tie your boot for you too?
You're gonna do it?
Yes, master. Very well, my Madondasins.
Sit in the chair. Right. She's okay.
What did Blackwell have to say?
He wants to end the war by proposing a marriage of Rigmor to Robert de Medalius.
I fear we have already gone too far. It could never work. Unless Blackwell is prepared to compromise. What else did he say?
Sheath has joined Leowin's forces. Coral too.
Our flank would be completely exposed if Coral sailed forth from the castle.
If Blackwell has come to offer a way out, it's only because he fears for the Emperor, whether we win or lose. Coral's been offered a deal, right, by Leowin.
Yeah. I suppose I gotta talk to Sethri now. Yes!
And in return they offer him their loyalty, should he usurp the Imperial throne.
Indeed.
What if she takes him up on the deal? I take it she's not too enthusiastic about it.
Simple. She agrees to marry Leowin's son, so the Count doesn't have to deliver on his part of the bargain. Giving Coral and Sheath Bruma would strengthen them. They would effectively control everything north, weakening his power considerably. Rigmor marrying into the Leowins gives him the edge, divides the would-be alliance of the two counts, and, when the time is right, Leowin usurps the imperial crown.
No wonder Blackwell is eager for a settlement. But how does he intend to deal with Leowin's ascendants?
Blackwell will assassinate both of them before the wedding. Until the wedding is scheduled, Rigmor is safe.
This changes things, as we can no longer march down the Gold Road to engage Leowin's army with our backs exposed to a possible attack from Coral. I fear, either way, we have been compromised. I don't think we have much choice. Did he give away where Leowin is now?
Both him and Sheath forced Ingo back into the castle. It's under siege again. There's not much time.
Siege? But what about Robert?
He doesn't give a shit about Robert, who has now become expendable.
May I interject?
Please do, Count Camaeus.
I have been given leave to assist any way I can. The endorsement of the Elder Council in exile permits my forces to be available even in Cyrodiil. If it is as you say, and Bruma is in a critical situation, then I propose splitting our forces. They don't know how many we are. Quintus and I could take the main force to Skingrad. Once there, we'll talk to the Count, see if he's willing to join us. Whether he does or not, we park our army on Coral's doorstep, and wait.
Yes. Once Leowin hears of it, he will have to move his forces to meet us, or block us from descending on the citadel. If I were him, I would make encampment on the Red Ring Road, protecting the bridge into the Imperial City.
Exactly. He would leave behind a force big enough to make sure Bruma does not sally forth. I would assume Sheath forces mostly. I am sure there's no love lost between them and the new Imperial army. This is where you come in, Guardian. Take Rigmor and the rest of the army on a forced march to Bruma. Break the siege and relieve the garrison. If Cassius and his marines join you, more the merrier. Make your way down the Silver Road and join us on Leowin's right flank.
That could work.
The prophecy must be fulfilled. You know as well as I this is the only way. Not only for the future of Tamriel, no. All of Nirn. But also for Rigmor. When the child is born, we don't want any debris on the doorstep, as well as the flotsam that's going to be washed up on the shore.
I have an idea, if you'll let me. March the army to Coral and take Fort Ash and wait. This should bring Leowin off the mountain, as Camius suggests. And if all goes according to plan, give you the edge and needed protection should both Coral and Leowin attack simultaneously if all goes south. I'll go to Bruma and inform Ingol of the situation. Once Leowin moves, Ingol sallies forth. With his men, the garrison and the guild, Cyrodiil doesn't stand a chance. We'll leave a skeleton crew of picked fighters and make our way to Fort Empire on Leowin's flank.
That could work. A lightning strike on Fort Ash. I'll send a courier to make sure Coral knows what's best for him.
We'll need to stop him from crossing the bridge. You know, into the Citadel.
Countess Rigmor.
He'll occupy the ruins of Fort Nickel. That's what I would do. And fortify the high ground that's our way. If Breville attempts to join the battle against us, that could cause us problems. If we get that far, I say we ignore Fort Nickel completely and strike the high ground, giving us the advantage in dividing his forces, and take way securing the bridge.
Of course, go round the fort. It will be all but over.
Leowin will be forced to surrender, and the city will be spared.
Well, what's everyone waiting for? Let's go. Dragonborn? Are you alright? You don't look so well.
Out cold. Looks like that malaise you caught from the Akaviri, Rigmor.
But the crone said the Dragonborn was immune.
But not immune from the kiss of death from the brood mother.
What are we going to do now?
It would take days to send for a physician. Give him some of that tonic of yours, that might help.
We don't have time to wait here. We'll have to take him with us.
Dragonborn, hold on. I'm not going to let you die. I'm right here,